Previously, can't do any more of that. My wife's got a do a bit of hand stitching. I mean, it's bad. We will call it a day, for definite. And now, today, on Adventures with Motive. Okay guys, welcome back. It's just a short video really for the weekend because I've got nothing to put up for Saturday. Just want to give you a clear idea of what we've got coming up over the next few months. We've got loads of jobs to do, loads of projects still ongoing, and I think we're about to have another one because I'm on a road trip at the moment, but I'm on foot. So stay tuned, more to come. Okay, the next project, actually it's going to be an Interville project. I want that for the back of the lorry. Got to do my bike test because I haven't quite got that yet. I think we're going to abandon that over there. I'm done with that thing, to be honest with you. Anyone want to buy it, let me know. Just want it gone. And I think we're going to start looking ahead on these. So yeah, it's a KL 250, KLR 250. It's missing a lot of stuff, but there's also a lot of it in that tub there. Until I start stripping back, I don't actually know what I'm going to need. So I think the first thing is let's try and get it running, but for another day, not today. We've got to find all the wiring, see where everything clip in, and see if everything is doing what it's meant to do. So yeah, half the wiring is missing at the front, so kill switches and stuff. I've got to figure that all out, bypass it if I have to, or just buy some switch gear. The Chinese aftermarket stuff must be available for this. I would figure it would be. So what are we going to do with it? Well, we're going to strip it down, get it down to its bare frame. We're going to clean the frame up, get the logbook sorted out. This came with no logbook, came very cheap as well. I'm not prepared to say how much, but believe me guys, I got the better part of the bargain. The guy is a diamond. So yeah, what am I going to do with it colour scheme wise? Well, I'm a little bit of a mad hat when it comes to colour schemes. I think we might go some kind of camo of some description, but with brighter colours instead of darker colours. We're going to put side panniers on it. I'm going to put a top box on it because it is for the truck. It is to drive around local areas. We're going to be doing 3 bikes in total. One you've already seen, which was the C70. I've still got a little bit more work to do to that. We do have a logbook now, but I would like to get some of the alley sorted out, cleaned up. I've got a mudguard to change, and I would like to put 2 tri-bike tyres on this thing as well because of the terrain I'm planning on using it in, and obviously a few other little fixes here and there, like tatty side box. All needs to go. Why does that ice cream van always come when I'm talking on the camera? So yeah, rusty exhaust, that's going to need to be painted up at some point. I don't know what with at the moment. So we've got this to finish off, and then we've got to get it in for its MOT. And then the first job of the whole lot is to get a CBT test sorted out, which is about 160 quid. So I'm trying to get as far ahead on the van as I possibly can during the summer months where required. For example, the paint has got to be done as yet. I still haven't got to that bike rack. I want to get that done before winter sets in, and I am going to be stuck in the garden with that truck for at least another 5-6 more months minimum. Then we come on to this. We've got alley welding capabilities coming my way soon, hopefully. So I am actually debating about next year, picking this up again next year if I haven't knackered the engine up by leaving it sitting. That scuttle is going to get ripped right back. This will go back up the top, excuse the wind, and we'll rip all this muck off, and we're going to rebuild that whole front end completely different to how you saw it before. I'm actually going to go more military jeepy kind of affair if I can get away with it. We've got that alley bonnet over there that you saw in a previous episode. This one, which came off a Rover P something or another, I can't remember, but I want to cut this down. It's made of bright steel, so it's not an easy thing to weld, so we'll probably rivet this, but I need to cut that down so as it can fit widthways straight across where the new scuttle is going to be, because I want that bonnet the full length up to there. And then we're going to come down here with some alley, bend it round, weld where we need to, make a new grill up. I don't think we'll be using that one. make a new grid up, reseat the radiator first, make everything up, and then we'll put some wheel arches over like Jeep style that go flat along the top and then come down so they blend into that shape there. If we can get rid of this blister, I will. I don't think that's going to be possible though. And then we'll put some sort of rock slider style sill across, and maybe some alley or some steel, thin steel, going down at an angle just to blend it all in. That's the plan with that. Now the trike, as we were speaking about projects, I am going to cancel the insurance next year. It has sat here, it has done nothing. It still runs, but we have an oil leak in cylinder 1, and I am sick to the teeth of working on this thing. Now if it's still here after the landing has been done and I still have some enthusiasm for it, and I'm assuming I still own it, then I'll do something with it. But at the moment I've got no enthusiasm for this, so if anyone's interested in this, feel free to send me a message. I just kind of want it going. I'm not going to let it go cheap, but I'm not going to rip you off either. But it is not wanted, so we may pick it up again. I wanted to put a V8 in it. I still would like to put a V8 in it. If I could get a V8 in it, I would keep it and I would do something. There is a V8 available at Bury, but I haven't had time to chase it up. I've been so blinking busy with things. So that's the prospects of that at the moment. Firstly, I want to get this one done. Ouch. Blasted branches. At least get this stripped down, get the shed cleared up and make a start on this and see where we end up. If I can't get the logbook, then I'm going to look for another frame and go from there. So it's all good. They are the projects to hand. I look forward to getting that finished. I look forward to getting the test done and getting that finished. The trike, if I can find a V8 engine cheap enough, I look forward to getting that done and definitely getting that on the road. Me and my mate are going to lark about with our motorhomes, and we're taking our little bikes if he hasn't sold them all by the time that day comes. The current project, where we're at the moment with this, we are still very much a long way off. I've got to repair that bumper. I mucked it up. That's a job that's got to be done. We've got to tin out the sides. We've got another fiberglass cover to make to go down there. We've got to paint that. We've got to paint the rest of that, and I've got to get that all done this summer. That overrides everything because I can't paint it in the winter. Then we're going to paint all this back end up, but I have been debating about cutting this alley off so I can get access underneath and seal up that wood a bit better, and then put a piece of alley over the top, so I think it would be a lot tidier, especially if I took the alley up to that edge there and then ran a piece of trim across. I also want to put a guttering along the top there as well. We've got a bike rack to build here, and we've got a skin off underneath there to hide the hitch, and we've got the rest of the electrics to sort out. We've still got loads of red lights. The thing is, all those red lights that were given to me, I can't remember where I put them. At the moment, I don't know where they are, and I'm not sure I can get matching lights anymore. Sorry, orange lights. I'm not sure where they're all gone. So we've got that to sort out. We've also got the hydraulic rams to deal with. We're having problems with those. They are too fast because of the size diameter of the tubes. I have some bigger rams to put on, but they don't stick out as far. That's the problem. So the seals that are in there already are measured to those rams. There's not a lot I can do about it. So we may have to look at an alternative power source to move those in and out. But at the moment I'm not going to fret over it because it's not something I need to worry about at the moment. We've still got the water system to plumb in. We've still got the gas system to plumb in. We've still got the 240 volt electrical power points to put in. As you can see, we've got wires hanging everywhere still. We've still got to do all of that. I've got to address that window at some point. We've got wooden trims to fit. Still got to be done on that. We've got varnish work to do. We've got sealants to sort out. We've got walls to trim. We've got to go back on ourselves with this horrible wallpaper that went wrong. And we've got to now figure something else out regarding that wall. We've got the bed space to finish. We've got electrics to put in here, a door to hang up over there, a ladder to get rid of and replace with a normal standard wooden ladder. And then one of the other things I want to do is get a carpet down because I ruined the floor. I've also got all the electronics to fit, like inverter, extra TV screens. There's a third screen going up. No, I say third, we're on 4 screens now. There's a 5th screen to go up there somewhere, with a camera pointing down on my doorway so I can keep an eye on what's going on at night. And then we've got all the, I've got to put 2 24-volt batteries in. We've got the solar panel array to finish. We've got the electric windows on the back to plumb in. We've got more lights to fit. We've got another set of cupboards to finish off. We are going to be here a long time because it's all down to money. Not time, but money. There is none. I'm using little bits of it here and there as it comes in. We've got tiling to do. Plastic tiles is what I want to put up here for her. Here and here. But if we can't find any, I'll have to get some hardboard cut to the shape of that and cover it in PVC and screw that on instead. There is tricks of the trade that can be done with that to make it look like tiles, like melt some lines in. So, but you've got to be skilled to do it. Plug sockets to be fitted there, as we've spoken about, and I've got to repaint all the vinyl that's gone yellow because the glue and the sun has interfered with it. Although a lot of it you can't see. That can be clean with white spirit. We've got a leak to sort out up there, which has been a bit of a nuisance to me. And I've got to take this seal here out and cut that glass seal on the inside and then put sealant all the way around, and then I've got to get a knife on the outside, trim it all off so it looks neat and tidy, because we haven't done that yet. I quite literally covered it and left it. Need to get back up there and sort it out. And then another job that needs to be done, we've got to trim this doorway up, put me pictures up that we spoke about the other day, and I've got to address that roof. I used the wrong paint and it's really rubbish. I want everything to match. So as you can see, we've got a lot to do. We've also got to paint that part of the roof up there in bed liner, which I'm not using again because it's too messy. I'm just going to roll that on. And then at some point we've got to get some paint on these areas here because the white didn't go very well and it's leaving stains and I don't like it. I prefer the black and the red. I was actually debating about using this red all the way around and going black up top. So I think that would blend in nicely. So that's what we've got going on. A lot of work. And I would also like to say thank you to everybody, because I made a mistake in my previous video. I said some of you, and it isn't some of you, it's all of you. Thank you for all your various donations that's gone towards the truck. That came out so wrong. It wasn't on purpose. I apologise, but I meant all of you. You've all been good in what you've given for the build. So that's an update, really, just a 5-minute update of everything that's going on. You can see how chaotic it is, and you can see why I said in the previous video I don't have a lot of time, and I was not joking when I said that. Tomorrow I head off to my mum's. I was going to do it today, but tomorrow I'm going to head off down there, and I've got to spend the weekend sorting her shed out for her. I've got to reclad all the walls, redo the roof, make her a new door. So yeah, I've got to get on with that. That's a job that has to be done. So there'll be no videos over the weekend, which is why I'm doing this one, just to give you guys an idea of what's going on. Well, we've got a parts list to go through on that bike at some point. Got a bucket of stuff. I know I've got most of the bits for the wheels. I've got to make some spaces up there, I'm sure, but there's a few other bits and pieces, and I will make not a solid start, but a basic start on this very soon, just to see if we can get it to fire up more than anything. In the meanwhile, we started to have a bit of a clear up. What was that?
Absolutely nothing.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Right. Pile of wood later. We are getting there. I ain't got nowhere to put any of this stuff. We've still got to clear all that crap, and we've got to work our way into that area. Secured that shelf. I mean, that's Bowen. Yeah, it's not great, but it's better than it was. The problem I got is the wall behind that side of the shed has rotted out completely. The roof has rotted out. Every rainstorm, water pours in. If I put anything on them back shelves, and I've got near enough empty shelves over there, it'll just get destroyed. So at the moment, everything has just got to come into the area where it's the driest. We've added a shelf here using that old door. Both welders are under there. We'll get an airline in here at a later date and blast all this sawdust out. But I bought my poor little moped in because everything is seizing up from it being outside, and we just got to get the yam in, sorry, the quacker in, and get that in here because no carburetor fitted, and then we can start thinking about other jobs. Got a new channel motto. I was watching Country Van Life TV and he's got a motto, and I kept my brain ticking over, and I thought, you know what, it wouldn't be a bad thing to have a motto as well. The motto I want to use, which I might put on the side of the van, to succeed is to try. And I think that kind of sums everything up about everything that I've been doing over the last few weeks, months, years. So yeah, to succeed is to try. What do you think? Actually, I'll reword that. To succeed, you first must try. How's that? That sound better? I think that sound better. Definitely better. Right, now we're going.
Is that on? Look.
Yeah, point it to the right. I will warn you, like you jump. I think I flooded it.
What? Too much?
Yeah, I think. Pause.
Which one?
That one, yeah, that one, you know. There you go. Make you jump.
Yes!
Wait, don't swear.
Alright. Don't do it again.
I did warn you.
I know you did, but I wasn't ready for it.
Well, that's right. I'll finish off here now.
You stop.
Let's just get my breath back. Checked it for spark last night. I must have been at 1 in the morning. Saw the spark. I thought, oh yes, I think this will run. There's no ignition switch, but I had plugged all of the other necessary electrics in that I had, which has given me fire. So she's a runner. Quite chuffed about that. So where are we with this? Well, we're missing a lot of parts, but stupid little things we're missing. For example, foot peg this side stand spring, adjusters for the back wheel, 2 side panels, battery, various other electrics which I don't at the moment know what they're for, clocks, headlight, spacers for the wheels, bolts. I've got to put a bolt back in there. I've got to readjust that up, but I'm actually debating about pulling that off now. Just as I said, silly little things. There's no logbook with it. That's something I'm going to have to obtain. So yeah, it was a parts bike. We need a hand grab at the back. But yeah, I mean, all in all, for the money I paid, I think I got the bargain of the job here. I'm pleased with this. So we'll do a build on it. What I want to do is strip the frame right down, spring everything off. I believe these might be aluminium. Anyway, that's it. That's all we're going to do today. A short video, very, very short, just as a filler. See you later.